All right, now we're live on YouTube. So I'm going to start asking you guys to introduce yourself so we can know a little bit more about each other. And Jefferson, could you start? What can you say about yourself?
Okay, morning, folks. I'm Jefferson. I live in Goiânia, Goiás. Now the weather is so good, 36 degrees. I am economist, prof of Catholic University of Goiás. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me.
Very nice. And how about you, Iago? What can you say?
Hi everyone, my name is Iago. I'm from Apoiarés, a really small town in Ceará. I am 28 years old. I work as an instructional designer. I like to read, as you can see in my shelf. Me and my husband, we have 6 cats. One of them is up there. I don't know if you can see the tail. And that's it. Thank you.
Very nice. And how about you, Matthew? What can you say?
It's me now.
Yeah.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Good morning. My name is Matheus. I'm 30 years old. I'm living in Rio de Janeiro. It's very hot today in my city. I'm a data analyst. I stay in this area there are three years. I like this technology area. For me, it's so good. English for me in my career, it's very essential because I work in the different projects and using different tools, and these tools it's in English. And for me, the learning English is essential because I like to talk the any people, the other country, the any projects. And for my career and for my life, English for me it's very good. I'm staying talk there are 1 year, I think. I like talk in my free time. I like read a book, technical books, or the other books, and that's it.
Very nice having you here. And how about you, Luiz? What can you say?
I'm Lucy, I'm 27. I live in São Paulo with my girlfriend. I'm a technology student, I'm a data intern. I like to read too. Here the weather is warm too, but I kind of don't like it. So kind of suffering a little bit. That's it. I like sports, running, swimming. That's
Very
it, guys.
nice. Very nice having you here too. And for last but not least, Abiard. What can you say? Abe, actually, it's better.
Yeah, yeah. Can you hear me, guys?
Yeah, perfectly.
So,
Yes.
my name is Abelard, but as Mel say, you can call me Abe. Actually, I'm in Rio de Janeiro. I'm here for Mateus, I think. I just arrived here, so I am at the top of the hotel. I'm from Belo Horizonte, Minas Gerais, and I'm a tech guy too, as Luiz and Mateus, I think. So what else? I'm here in Chinchini since February. I'm here to improve my English. As a tech guy, I need to keep doing my job. Actually, I am unemployed, but I like to say since I start here, I just I prefer to say I keep improving my English. Talking to you here, it's a good place to experience and explore different subjects. So that's it. Again, like to play video games, watch TV shows, and I love beer. That's me.
Very nice. Thank you very much for being here, all of you, and doing the same thing. I'm Mel Tavares. I'm from São Paulo. I live here. I like to study languages. I intend to work with them in the future. I really like to go on the beach when that's possible. That it's not always. I love going to the movies sometimes, and of course, spending time with my family, dogs. I really love dogs and really love eating too. That's one of my favorite things to do. And that's it, I think, about me. So guys, just telling some things about the platform. Here, Talk and Talk is a platform where we can practice English, Spanish, Italian, French, and Mandarin. In the future, we'll be able to practice other languages too. And here's a safe place to make mistakes. So we're not here to judge anybody. We are here to make mistakes. We are here to learn. And of course, I'm not a teacher, so I'm not going to teach you anything, but everybody's going to learn a lot from each other's point of views, experiences, and that's the main point of it. And of course, just to remind you again, here's a conversation 100% in English. Of course, we can say some words in Portuguese if that's necessary, but it's mainly in English, okay? And since we are in 6 people, I think I'm going to split the room so everybody can have more time to talk, to express yourselves. And at the end of the conversation, 10 minutes before, I'll call everybody back and then we can finish the conversation all together. So guys, just one moment until I can create the rooms. And that's it. For those who are going to be in the other room, please be respectful. Everybody will have time to talk. So please don't interrupt the other, don't correct the other too. Let's just have a great conversation together about the theme that is an interesting one. That is how to stay calm when you know you'll be stressed. A great theme that is going to, I think it's going to bring so much reflection to us. So just one moment here. Yeah, that's it, guys. So if you receive an invitation, please accept and see you in a few minutes. Oh, I think somebody can. Yeah. Let's just wait a few minutes, guys, until the guys can go. That's it. So, Iago, about the first question, could you read it and answer?
Yes. What are some effective techniques to calm your mind when feeling overwhelmed? I try some techniques to calm. I believe that try to lower the breathing and focus on the breathing. It's always something that that help us forget what is being stressful for us in that moment. But sometimes I like to practice yoga sometimes. I think that stretch my body, it's a good thing. So I can sometimes I like to do it by the end of the day. I pass my day all sit here working. So sometimes it's hard to do other things, and stretch my body is a good thing to forget the stress of the day. But yeah, I try to I see the other questions about mindfulness. I try meditation, but I don't think that's for me. I don't think that I can focus on the audio and oh, okay, now I will breathe very slowly and I am listening to you, but I think that it's hard for me sometimes to focus.
I see. And how's that for you, Louisia?
I'm very into yoga too, such as grounding, exercising. I like meditation, but people say that you need to avoid your thoughts, right? When you are doing like a guided meditation, mostly of the time, the guy like from Headspace, I don't know, I use the app Headspace. He always said like, and you need to avoid your thoughts by listening to them. But I guess I have my own way of dealing with this because the main point of meditation is to be aware of your breathing and your body and ground. But I can feel more aware when I listen to my thoughts, when I have like this, why I'm thinking about this, why I have experiencing this level of anxiety. So why I am so annoyed by something? Why I'm so so annoyed by this problem. So it's a moment when I think, even though I don't have to think, it's more recommended that you don't think so much. So it's the opposite for me, and it helps me a lot because it helps me with my self-aware, like why I am feeling like this. So I have this moment when I freaked out, but it's good because when it comes before this, it's like a more passive way of thinking, I guess. Peaceful, maybe.
Yeah, these are this is something totally great. I'd say it's not something that I practice, not gonna lie, but I do believe that it's something that can help. I already tried sometimes, but I don't know. I think especially at the beginning, we still think too much about okay, I need to do this, and am I doing this right? You are worried if you are doing that right, even though you shouldn't be thinking about anything. So that can happen, and that's why I stopped, but not as an excuse, because I usually do something different, not even meditation, but just to lay on the bed, just forget about the phone, just don't think about anything, but not in a meditation way. Just okay, maybe I'm going to sleep, or just forget about everything. And of course, having this at sunbath, that really helps me. It's like a meditation, I don't know, but when there's sun, I really love having this opportunity to have this sunbath at the balcony, for example, because it really fulfills me, and it's like a hug that I'm receiving. So even all the things that I'm thinking about kind of disappear when I do that, and it's something that really helps me, I'd say. And how's that for you, Abiyard, about number one? If you left, I'm going to send the questions here again.
No, I'm with the questions open in my browser here.
Oh,
So
okay.
I think you are talking about meditations, correct? Yeah, I agree. Some parts with you. I do that most of the time at the beginning of my day when I am at the bed. So for me, it's I don't know. It's just to be and feel the moment. Be at the moment and feel you at that moment. Uh, Besides meditation, I like to do stove therapy too. As I don't know if I say in my presentation, I like to cook. So for me, when I am at the kitchen, in the front of a stove, it's so peaceful, so relaxing for do that thing for my girlfriend, friends, or family. I don't know. I like to cooking for the others. It's relaxing for me.
Nasty. It's so interesting. And about number two, Louise, could you read it and answer? And then choose somebody to answer.
Okay. How does practicing mindfulness help reduce stress? I guess it's something that we are discussing right now, but how it is for you, Iago?
Yeah, as I said, that is something that I try, and I don't know. I don't think I can not think, stop thinking about something. But I think that for me, what I think that help me the most is just a second, guys.
Okay, no problem. So, Abe, could you read it? Could you answer the second question, or at least
For,
try to say what
for,
really helps you?
for sure. I don't understand if you do meditation too because I was in the elevator, but I think I get Luis do that a lot. But I don't know if you do also, Mel, because uh, I started to do meditation about 1 or 2 years ago during the pandemic period. So I try an app to start a guide meditation, and this it was a very difficult at the beginning because, as Iago has saying, it's hard to not think in anything. In guided meditation, the instructors guide us to thinking about a blue sky, a infinite blue sky, or a dark infinity. I don't know. For me, at the beginning, it was very hard, but nowadays I think it's a good moment to stay with myself, to not thinking in anything. It helps to relax, not in just my mind, but my body, my heartbeat slows down at, I don't know, about 60 or 70. I have a high pressure. I don't know how to say this in English. So for me, meditation it is being very good to do in my day-to-day life, and that's it. I don't know if how was the question, but it's helping a lot to reduce the stress in day-to-day.
That's very interesting. And just asking one more question that is not on the list, but you said about tutors. Do you think that's essential for really understanding how to do that, or what to think, or how not to think about things? Or do you think it's something everybody can do by their own? How's that?
Yeah. I believe that is the best way to try to meditate, because as human we need to study, impressing to learn anything. So when you are on a guided meditation, the people there instructing the act, it's, I don't know, it's instructed, is studied about that subject, and can help us to understand how to do that in the correct way. Because as I said at the beginning, it was hard to not think in anything, but I did a course which, I don't know, 3 or 4 modules that was step by step to improve your meditation, and understand how good it is to our daily life.
I see. And do you think the same thing, Luis? Did you do any course to start to do that? How was that?
I actually I did. I use an app named Headspace. So there's a guy. Yes, I loved Headspace. There's a TV series on Netflix too. I don't think it's like a rule that you need to do guided meditation, but it's so much better, because in otherwise you just like sit in your chair and be silent. Of course, it's okay. It's a way of understanding and learn how to meditate. But when you have a tutor, it's incredible, because this guy from Headspace, he has a soft voice and he guides you. I even do guided running too on the Stairmaster, because I don't know, it's like a friend, you know. But I sometimes I do like lonely meditation, like alone with my thoughts in my bed, and it's good too. But I always ended up falling asleep. I always I fall asleep during this. It's a technique too to fall asleep, but I prefer when I'm more aware, when I have a guide.
I see. That's so interesting. I think I'm going to search more about it, because I really see people talking great things about it. And the moments that I tried, it was like just like you said, just sitting in silence. But anything, anything different, let's say. So maybe having this tutor, this guide to this path to follow with somebody, that can be a great thing to at least to try, I'd say. And Iago, about the third question, especially talking about this, when you already are in these moments where you are so stressed, can breathing exercises improve your mental clarity, and reduce stress, especially in these peaks that you are stressed?
Yes, I think that it helps, because when we focus on the breathing, I don't know. It's a weird thing because I don't know if that happens for Luis and Abelard. When you focus on your breathing, not necessarily when you are in a mindfulness practice, but when you focus on your breathing, okay, now I'm gonna breathe and I'm gonna do a deep breath and release it. Your thoughts shut down a little bit. For me, not that much, but they shut down a little bit. And okay, I'm gonna do like 7 deep breaths. I don't know if that's a number, but I always see they talking about 7, 8 cycles of deep breathing. That you breathe for 30 seconds and release for 20, something like that. And it really helps to you feel your heartbeats going slower when you are stressed, and I think that that's something that can help in when you in the rush of the day and you can't stop to do a meditation or do an exercise or do another thing that you like, that it helps to release the stress. So focus on the breathing, something that always can help. But as I said, that's something I can't do either. Always that I that I'm stressed, I go deep in that thought and okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm stressed about it, so I'm gonna finish and then I'll release that stress.
No, see, it's something I try to do too. And because in the moment, I don't know, it's something like I am in the moment, so I'm stressed. I wanna just espravejar, for example. I don't wanna, okay, I'm going to think slowly. No, but I see the importance to at least to try that. And yeah, especially when before an exam, for example, that can be really stressful for me. Like even if that's something I know people talk it's easy, but I know like, but what if am I a fool? What if I don't get that? So what if I don't have the result that I was thinking? But no, one thought that can really help me is to take these deep breath exercises and also to think like, okay, I'm here, I'm right now, just forgetting about all the other things. This is the only thing that I need to do right now. I don't have to think about other things. I won't solve other problems now. It's just this that I need to do. That's helped me a lot. And that's a really great advice that I can give to people that I can say. And how's that for you, Abe? Yeah, Iago, you want to say?
I was gonna say that the thing that works for me, it's always exercise. That's why I like to do some yoga session, even if it's short, like 10, 15 minutes, to stretch my body. Uh, it's not like meditation, but I think that the guide always helps too, because in yoga you have to focus on your breathing too, to do some things, to do some stretches, and that's why I think that for me exercising it's better. It's something that I can focus better because I'm not just focusing and trying to shut down the voice in my head, and I'm focusing on my body and stretch the part that is tension or something like that. But for example, something that helps me too is to write down. I think that it helps to slow the thoughts. You when you write, you focus on the thing that you're doing, and you don't think about other things because you have to think about the thing that you're writing. So other intrusive thoughts will not can come, but not necessarily because you focus on that. But yeah,
Let's see. And how's that for you, Abib? How does it help you?
Well, we are talking about physical exercise role in our calm mind. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay.
So for me, I think I like to go to the gym at the end of the day to work out. because the daily rush just stress us out. Our body is feels so tense, and I like to get to work out to release this stress. I like to cycle too. I have an indoor bicycle to do that. So when I have time to do that at the lunchtime or at the end of the day before the gym, I like to do about 15 or 20 minutes of cycling too to finish this stress release. And this helped me a lot to maintain my mental health. Besides the meditation, is at the start of the day, and workout is at the end of the day for me.
I see. And how does that work for you, Luis? Do you think that can help you somehow?
Yes, I'm always like saying um, to my friends and my family that exercising is everything in my daily life. I don't do like much breathing exercise because I don't know, I don't have this level of focus. I always like ended up forgetting what I'm doing, but the technique per se helps me a lot doing my daily tasks and exercising. As Iago were saying, yoga is based on your breathing. All the movements you do, it depends on your breathing. So when I'm in the gym lifting weights, for example, I can pay attention in my breathing because you need to breathe like in a more aware way, because even though you don't hurt yourself. For example, I have lower back pains and I need to hold my breath when I do like exercise, so it helps me a lot. I have like kind of trouble with my breathing. I don't know if I have like a healthy problem, but when I'm swimming, I'm always so tired, so I can't breathe like well. I don't know. It's very difficult for me. So it helps me a lot when I am more like aware, when I breathe more calm. But it's not like the way that I do always. I'm always like panicking, but I like to do it very much. I like to compete, so it's something I need to improve, but it's good for me, I guess.
Mm-hmm. And the exercises, like the physical ones at the gym, like does that help you? You said you really like sports, but how does it?
Yes, I do. I really like climbing and running, my favorites. In running, when I run, I need to be like super aware of my breathing because if not, I ended up breaking the run. I don't know if you guys know this term, but you break. There's something named runner's high when you run and you don't you I don't know, you don't know that you're running. You just run. You don't perceive this exercising. You don't feel pain or out of breath, or you don't feel like this suffering, this pain in your body. You just run. So I experienced this when I am more aware of my breathing. So I need to control breathing to get the runners right high. It's not high in this bad way. It's I don't know if it's real. I see other people talking about this runner high, but it's something that I experience a lot when I pass the 5K point.
Let's see. Oh my God, 5K. I don't know if I would be able to do that. And Abe, what can you say about it? You said you really like going to the gym too, practicing some sports. I don't know. How's that?
Well, I don't know if I the same position as Luis, but as when I am at the gym, I like to put my headphone on and just enter in my world. Just it's just myself and the weights on my front to do the act of exercise and achieve my daily goal of calories, I think. So sometimes no. In the most of time, I think my app, I have one app to control this. It's about 800 of calories. So when I go to the gym, I just double this amount of calorie when I focus, when I enter in my world, put the headphone and my I like to listen to reggae. So for me, it's as I said in the chat when we as are talking, I just enter in a flow and do my exercise. That's it.
Nasi. And do you have the Iago? Do you have the how's that, the habit to practice to go to the gym too? Do you like more using the headphones or without them?
Yes, I love go to the gym. It's something that I learned to like because before I hated, but after the pandemic, I saw that exercising it's a really good thing for my body and for my mental health too. It's something that I do really early in the morning because I think that the only time that works for me. And yes, as Abe, I like to go to with my headphones, and it's the hour of the day that it's for me. I don't have to do anything for other. It's just for me. I can focus on that. I can listen to some music. I like really poppy songs to listen on the gym, so I can feel I forgot the word in English, but really animado to do their exercise and just focus on lifting their weight. I always think that's something that I can see because I live in a really small town, so sometimes people I don't know if you see that in big cities, but sometimes when I go to to the gym, I've seen that some people go to the gym like a playground and just a place to chat. Eh, yes, and I don't know if that's I don't know. Okay, if you do that, but I always think that if you can't talk during an exercise, you're doing something wrong.
Mhm.
Because if you focus on that and lifting the way that your body can lift and that you can focus on lift, you don't have time to talk to be chatting about any other thing. So I think I always joke that for me gym it's a place that I go to do a thing just by myself. I don't have to look cute. I don't have to look nice because I'll be terrible sweating. But that's something that it's a time that I really enjoy, and I think that it's a good start for my day. As I say, I like to go in the morning, and by the end of the day, as I say, I like to not always, but some days when I feeling more stressed, and I feel that my body is becoming smaller because of the tension, I like to do some yoga too. But yeah, I think that, as I said, exercise is something that really helps me to forget about everything that is happening, because I can focus on just lifting that weight.
Nothing. It's something that I intend to do in the future. Nowadays, I don't practice any sports, any exercises. I don't go to the gym. I know I should, but I what I'm focusing more right now is the about the food that I eat, the alimentation in general, because it in the past I used to dance, so that was great for me. All every day I used to dance, but nowadays it's just staying at home, studying with the computer. So it's not even outside to do something. No, it's at home. So it's easier in that way. But in the other hand, we don't. I don't practice. I don't walk. So sometimes it's great just going to the supermarket just to walk a little bit. But as I said about the food that I eat, eating healthier is the main point that I'm focusing right now. And I want to know about you guys because this is something that it's totally related about the going to the gym, the sports in general, and then the alimentation. How does that work for you a bit?
So in my case, I think for the last for the last 10 years, I started to look more uh, into my types of eating. I try to do to eat most things in a positive way, in a healthy way. I think I had never. So I started to buy some prepared uh, lunches. I don't know how to say frozen. Uh, the word are missing me. So that yeah, I try to do better, as you say, Mel, and I try to eating more in more most healthful way nowadays. To thinking about the future, me in the future, uh, because my my relatives now actually in recently, I had one uncle that had cancer, and it was so difficult for my family to see that, to pass by that, to help him to pass this moment. And I lost some people of my family of for this disease too. So I try to eat in more healthy way to don't pass for this in the future. I think.
Yeah, this environment can these reflections this that happens in the past can really influence us, and I really know about this disease, unfortunately. But talking about this, I think it's something that can really contribute, even though of course that wasn't anything great about it, but we can learn some things from it. So having this opportunity to reflect more about it, okay, what can I do different to do that? Especially those who smoke, that can really impact about cancer and all. So that's something that we should really pay attention to. And how does that work for you, Luis? Do you think the diet, the eating healthier helps you about your mentality and all?
Yes, yes, of course. I grew up on a farm actually, so it's very easy for me to eat vegetables and fruits and greens. I eat like almost everything. I decided to be a vegan 2 years ago, and I feel so much more energetic, and I have so much energy. I beat anemia with a vegan diet, so it was very important to me. I try to focus on. Actually, I have to to say I am a caffeine slave, maybe because I always drinking coffee or super coffee or ultra coffee or energetic drinks. So I need maybe to do less I need to do less with caffeine, but because I know it's like for stress, it's not a very healthy option. But my diet based on greens, it's like so much better for me. It was like life changing for anemia and for energy during the daily basis.
And what did you choose to be vegan? You said.
I don't know. I was a vegetarian, so I was not like eating vegan because it's kind of more expensive. It's of course it's not the vegetables or fruits, but when you drink like veggie milk, it's more expensive, or veggie meat, it's more expensive. So it used to be like a deal breaker for me, the money, but I don't know. I'm investing more in my diet, So it wasn't a decision. It was more like, okay, I can afford right now. But I used to say that I'm not like I am a non-orthodox vegan because I never refused to eat my grandma's food. She's Japanese, so she's always like cooking fish and stuff with milk and etc. But and I never like don't eat because it's my grandma's, but it's always, this is only the exception. The only exception is my grandma's food, but it wasn't a decision. It was more like a habit, I guess.
See, so interesting to see it, to talk about it, and to I don't know, maybe in the future, but nowadays it's not my case. Just by now, but in the future maybe that can be a reality, I'd say.
Yes.
And how's that for you, Iago? What can you say?
Yes, I have this problem with cholesterol, so that's something that what I'm eating, something that I needed to be aware since I was a child, because I discovered it when I was 8 years, I think. So, like candy is something that I always need to see if I'm not eating that much, because it can hide the level, the levels can get higher, and processed food. So that's something that I always um, um, I always needed to be aware. But now I think that I eat healthier now. Um, I always try to eat more fruits during my day. I have this difficult with salad, fresh salad, like greens and that kind of stuff. I don't know. I don't think that is too tasteful for me, but we always try to do some mustard sauce or other kind of sauce in here, so I can enjoy eating salad. But I really like vegetables, and I love eating fruits. Sometimes I get obsessed with some fruit. Uh, a few months ago, I was eating a lot of apples, and I love pineapple. I always have to eat a slice of pineapple after lunch and dinner. I love banana. I think that the easiest fruit to eat. I love papaya at morning. Um, and yeah, I think that food can really help. And for me, as I said, I like to go to the gym, and I try to align that. I don't think about, oh, I need to have this body and I want to look like that person, because I know that that's not possible. I have to do the things for my own and be good with my body and my health. And but yeah, I try to align the objects with my body and my and what I eat, so I can get enough energy to pass my day, to do exercising and to do what I want. And when I think about exercising and health and eating healthier, it's something that I that I really think about long term, because I think that it's something that will keep me health for a longer time. And I think that's something that we all can see, because sometimes we can focus on, oh, I need to I forgot the word, but I need to emagrecer. I need to look thin. I need to to follow the pattern that people look like. We see now people getting really thin because that thing's coming back. We see people using, medicine to look thin. And I don't know if that's, of course, it can be a shortcut to do to 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 have the body that you want, but I don't know if that's necessarily the healthier way to do it, because first you need to learn how to eat. And that's something that I always like to, that I try to talk about to other people when they are in the thought, oh, that I need to look thin, I need to fit on the short, on that t-shirt, that you need to learn how to eat first so you can do other things, because sometimes you are so into other foods that are not that healthier, that if you use a shortcut and you don't know how to eat, you don't learn to like fruits, you don't learn how to like vegetables, and do a really good meal with beans, rice, the basic works. If you don't like that, the result that you can have with some medicine maybe will not be that longer. Unfortunately, we see that happen with a lot of people. But yeah, I think that learn how to eat and can maintain a healthier um, eating. It's something that can help us now, and thinking a long term is something that will keep us healthy and avoid a lot of issues that we can have, like, I don't know, we see now people really young having heart attacks, for example, and probably because of they because of what they are eating. I don't know. Of course, there's a lot of factors involved in these things, family issues, but yeah, I think that think about what being aware of what we are eating is something that can help.
Yeah, having this consciousness, I think that's a word of it, and being aware of what we're doing, and of course, not to live today as tomorrow didn't exist, because you will colher this thing that you are planting now. I don't know, so that can be really bad if we just think about today. Okay, I'm going to do everything that I want. I don't really care about anything, so I'm just eating junk food. I don't care at all. But then the tomorrow come and okay, I shouldn't have done that. So being aware of that just can avoid some bad reflections and a bad future that we could have if we did everything we wanted to do instead of what we needed to do, actually. And now that the guys are back from the other room, I want to know, how was the conversation there, Matthew? What can you say?
For me, it's very good. This topics. It's very interesting because it's a topic is very discussed in your society about this stress and these moments, this stress, and I like this point of views. In this case, Jefferson, your experience about this moment, this stress, your point of view. I like this talk, this conversation, expose my ideas in these topics, and for me, it's a good topic because it's very important. These people practice moment for because it is stress. For example, stay in a game or go to the game, practice this any exercise, read a book, sleeping, take a coffee in these moments of stress in your job. It's a good talk. I like this talk today.
Very nice, guys. That was a pleasure having you all here. And I want to ask you all one more question that is not on the list, but I would like everybody to answer. And the question is, what did you learn today in the conversation? It can be about a new word, a new expression in English, or a new habit that you're going to start after the conversation that you didn't used to do, or anything. So, Abe, what can you say? What did you learn today?
In one word, diversity. We are all different with other. So I think this immersion just resume in diversity.
Yeah, very nice. All of that here, Luis and Abe and Iago, they were amazing. They were talking about all of those things that they are used to do. And how about you, Iago? What can you say you learned today?
I think that I learned that I should try more meditation. Luis and Abe might have seem to have a good experience doing that. Maybe I should try it a little bit longer so I can get used to it. Yeah.
Yeah, guys, these two, they were talking deep in that subject and a very interesting subject, actually. And how about you, Jefferson? What can you say?
Sorry, a moment. Iago, try to do a guided meditation. You will achieve, you will complete this task so easily that you was not able to do before.
Yeah, so I'll talk really fast. I have this app that we do assign, a gente assina, né, o app, and it has a lot of things. It has yoga, it has guided meditation, it has like some HIIT exercise, it has, and now they got Pilates. So I had this app and I don't use all the functions. So yes, I needed to try the guided meditation.
Yeah, what's the name of the app?
It's down dog. It's like 120 the year that you pay. It's really nice.
Down dog?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, it's terrible name.
It's because on yoga we have a position, the name is down dog.
I prefer Marta Suplicy, relax and
Go ahead, Jeff.
It's my turn. Okay, thank you for having me. We learned a lot of things. Very interesting. Our meeting today, you must take care about overcommitment. You must setting clear limits to avoid take on too much things to do that you can do, and to take care to feel overwhelmed and stressed. And something very important, you must try to reduce your burnout. Today we have a society with a lot of burnout, and you need to take care to establish a limit at work and your personal life to prevent burnout. It's a terrible society. I have a lot of friends with this kind of thing and students too. And just to finish doing this, what are we doing? Improve our relationship, to know guys, to communicate it clearly, sometimes clear, sometimes not so clear. But this is a moment to prevent misunderstandings and reducing our relational stress. That's it,
Yeah.
and thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you for being here. That was always a pleasure having you all here. And I want to know about Louise. What can you say?
I loved the down dog app because there's like a little dog during exercises. I thought a lot about mindfulness. I guess I thought about like being more present and observing my thoughts, not just with judgment, just to understand myself. It was great to think about this. And it was great talking with you guys because you have like so much opinions and like so much tips about what to do. So I learned about so much about it.
Yeah, and something I can say is about the intentionally. Like sometimes we do things so automatically that we are not even thinking about it. We don't pay attention to it. But having this in mind, okay, I'm here, I'm right now, I'm here. So this is what I need to do. So I'm going to focus on it. What am I doing here? What am I doing wrong? What can I do better? Having this being conscious of what I'm doing right now is something that I can say I learned here even more to have this this habit to do that. And for last but not least, Matthew, what can you say you learned? Do you want to add something?
Yes, I'm learning the many about these topics and for practice my English. So in case I discuss about these topics in the other people, and today these different points of views I'm learning very well. In English, some talks there are some, I don't know in English, termos, and I not não conhecia, and today I have more experience and with these points of views, and for me it's a topic very well because help me in some case there are some ideas that I practice in my life nowadays.
Yeah, thank you very much for being here. That's always amazing having you all here on a conversation like this with a very deep theme that we could discuss more and more. And guys, I just sent the survey link on the chat, so if you guys can, please just leave a comment telling how the conversation was for you, if you liked it, and if you have any other suggestions about different themes, just leave a comment there. That's always a pleasure. And of course, if you guys want to be with me again, I have 2 immersions on Tuesdays. It's 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. So you guys are always welcome there. Thank you very much again, and I hope to see you again anytime. See you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Bye bye,
Bye.
guys. Have a good day.
You too.